What's going on, guys? Josh Engelman for awesomemo.com, and these are my NBA DFS contenders. My top 10 plays of the day for today. Be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when we go live. Use the promo code ConTENders for 50% off your first week of Awesemo Plus. Kelly Oubre is on the outside looking in. Who are my top 10? Find out now. Coming in at number 10, we have Shabazz Napier. Napier gets a date with Houston. These two teams are the third and fourth fastest in the league, so possessions will be plentiful. I actually like him most on Yahoo, but I am totally in on FanDuel and DraftKings. There's not a ton of value out there right now, and I think if you want to get a point guard going to play, 28 to 30 minutes in a fast-paced game in the low to mid-tier, Shabazz Napier is your guy. At number 9, we have Elfrid Payton. Payton's got a tough matchup. A date with Toronto is not anything that anybody really wants, but he is the starting point guard of an NBA team. Should play 28 to 30 minutes, very similar to Shabazz Napier, but I want to point out this one is more of a DraftKings play. One of the rare guys nowadays that has a DraftKings price lower than his FanDuel price. Not that I have any problem using him as a point guard on FanDuel, but DraftKings is the spot where Elfrid Payton fits in better. At number 8, we have another Minnesota Timberwolf, and that is Jarrett Culver? Yeah, I know. I didn't believe it either. Ignore him on FanDuel. 5,200, trying to hit a 40-point goal. Not really the most fun spot in the world. But again, big-time pace spot, playing 30 minutes a game. 4,700 on DraftKings, point guard, shooting guard eligibility. $15 on Yahoo, $9K on Fantasy Draft. I love him across all three sites. He's not fun, and I never get him right. But today, with the way value is set up, I think Jarrett Culver is very much in play. Coming in at number 7, we have Will Barton. Gets a date with the Pelicans, one of the fastest teams in the league. Denver plays at one of the slowest paces, so this is a major benefit for the Nuggets. They continue to be without large chunks of their team. No Jamal Murray, no Paul Millsap, Gary Harris potentially out, Michael Porter Jr. potentially out. Will Barton should see a lot of ball handling activity, but I do want to point out, I don't really love the price on DK, Fantasy Draft, or Yahoo. He's fine. He's clearly part of every single player pool. But 6,200 for a small forward on FanDuel just cannot be ignored. I've got his GPP goal at 44 fantasy points. I'm projecting him just 10 shy of that. He gets there 23% of the time. That's a big number, particularly on a slate of this size. Love Will Barton today. Let me down on Wednesday. I'm going right back to the well. Going right back to the will. Thought of that at the end. Sticking around in Denver, number 6, Nikola Jokic. I like him clear across the board. FanDuel, DraftKings, Fantasy Draft, Yahoo. I'm good either way. The guy that I'd like to pay up for, I mentioned in Will Barton's section, major pace up spot. Going to get some minutes against Jackson Hayes. That should go really well. But ultimately, this is just Nikola Jokic slowly rounding into form and priced at a sub 10K level on the two major sites. And I just can't ignore that. Coming up, number 5, everybody's disappointing darling from Wednesday's slate, Lou Williams. Tough matchup. Never really like taking guys against Miami, but still without Pat Bev, still without Paul George. I think Kawhi being back might even help him take a little bit of the focus off of him when handling the ball. This is primarily a FanDuel play. 6,100 for Lou Williams in this role is insane. He should be very highly owned there. Not that he should be ignored elsewhere, but a very big FanDuel focus. Hits the goal 24% of the time, and that is exactly what I'm looking for. He could break a slate 6,100. At number 4, the perfect Lou Will point guard pairing on FanDuel. 5,700, $1,600 cheaper than DraftKings. Ricky Rubio. Did not expect this one. This is, again, primarily FanDuel driven. He's simply underpriced. Should play 33, 34. I have him in for 35 minutes. I don't love taking guys against the San Antonio Spurs, but the Suns should pick up a couple extra possessions in this game, and you just can't ignore that price. By getting someone like Rubio and getting someone like Lou Will, you're affording yourself significant extra salary to pay up elsewhere. These guys should be $1,000 more expensive than they are. Pay close attention to the ownership, but for right now, Rubio, the guy I need to have on FanDuel. At number 3, we have the first legitimate value play of the day. Comes courtesy of a concussion to Malcolm Brogdon. Aaron Holiday should be the biggest benefactor, likely the starting point guard for the Pacers against a less than stellar Golden State Warriors team. Not the biggest pace in the world in this game, but what you're getting are increased minutes and increased role for a guy at 3,800 on FanDuel, 4,500 on DraftKings, the flat minimum on Yahoo. This one's a no-brainer. Makes lineups work really easily. Should be depending on where news goes, a very likely cash game option, but I wouldn't avoid him in GPPs. He just looks good. He's going to make lineups work. At number 2, the best pay-up option of the slate, bar none, James Harden. Harden in that Minnesota matchup, very fast-paced. Now that Karl Anthony Towns is back, the game is more likely to stay close, and the defense should be significantly worse. It's the perfect combination. 10-8 on FanDuel, priced down a little bit now, 11-1 on DraftKings. I love him clear across the board. He is the guy that you're rostering Aaron Holiday for. He's the guy on FanDuel that you're trying to pair with Lou Williams at a cheaper price tag. This is what you want to pay up for. James Harden is the best guy you can spend your money on today. At the top, we got one more to go. And my number 1 guy for right now, subject to change as value comes out, and I expect that it will, but that doesn't change the fact that Myles Turner at $5K on FanDuel and particularly 4,900 on DraftKings provides way too big of a ceiling for you to ignore on a slate like today. Gets a date with Golden State and their sea of underperforming and underwhelming centers. He hasn't been shooting the ball particularly well, but he's still taking threes. Those start to drop, and you get one of those Myles Turner 5-6 block games. He blows 4,900 out of the water. A 35.7 fantasy point GPP goal on DraftKings is highly attainable for a guy that can fill up the stocks pretty easily. Get yourself some Myles Turner in your life. Ignore the fact that he's not last year's Myles Turner. There we have it. My NBA DFS contenders for Friday, January 24th. And yeah, I just peeked at the date because I couldn't remember it. Please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, sign up at awesemo.com using the promo code ConTENDers for 50% off your first week. I will be updating this list periodically on Twitter. Follow me at Josh Engelman, and you will be able to see the updates as news comes in throughout the day. I'll be on Live Before Lock from 6 to 7 tonight, so tune in to that one. Best of luck today, and I will be back with these videos Monday morning.